Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and first official vlog. My name is Alex and I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. I do have a separate channel aside from this, but it is a cash stuffing channel, so it is very much budget focused. And I just wanted to start a vlog. I thought it would be so much fun to bring you guys along with me, kind of follow my day-to-day. I really want to include in this channel a lot of lifestyle, fitness, productive, like business related kind of content, and I just thought it would be so much fun. So if you guys are interested in that, just go ahead and continue watching. I wanted to start with kind of like a small get ready with me, get to know me kind of video, so it's not going to be very long, but I just wanted to introduce myself here, so I'll probably be giving a few facts about myself and kind of, you know, overall what my life is all about. And yeah, from the weeks to come I will be posting longer videos, more types of content, like I said, lifestyle, fitness related, all of that. And so, but today is just kind of going to be a sit down, get ready with me. I am getting ready to go to a baby shower today. So basically, I guess first things first, if I didn't already mention it, I am 29 years old. I am the second of 4 girls. I grew up doing a lot of different activities, more focused really though on motocross and equestrian. I've always been very competitive, so I really liked involving myself in any kind of sports. And as I got older, my sister and I got really into CrossFit. My older sister and I, and then my 2 younger sisters followed later. And we actually did a CrossFit competition. I don't think I'm ever doing that again because it was so painful. Oh my gosh, it was the hardest thing I'd ever done in my life. As far as my sisters go, we are actually 10 years apart. So my older sister and I are a year and 2 weeks apart. Then you go to my younger sisters, they're actually 10 years younger than us, and they are a year and a half apart. So we are 29 and 30 and they're 19 and 20. We have a very close family. Fun fact is we have never lived further than 15 minutes away from each other. We've always lived either on the same block or like down the street. But right now is the furthest that we probably live from each other, and it's probably a 15-minute drive. I officially have moved out from my parents' home. I moved out May of 2022. What was like the last week, so like May, June, and I actually moved out with my 2 younger sisters. We got a condo or like little townhouse or whatever, and my youngest sister actually ended up moving back with my parents because she got 2 little golden retrievers, and we really don't have the space for that here, but also for what she's trying to do. She's trying to start a business, so she lost my brush. So she needed the space for it, and my parents just recently moved to where they have so much room for animals. So she's back with them and having so much fun. And she actually has her YouTube channel as well. And you can see the little pups on it, they're so cute. And she's like working really hard to train them right now and everything. And so yeah, so now it's only one sister and I living in this condo, and it's been like that for, I want to say probably like the end of summer. My family, they are all very much animal lovers. We have so many pets. We have a horse, a pony, a German Shepherd, 2 golden retrievers, an Australian cattle, a cat, and 2 chickens. I am Christian and I am very much involved with my church. I absolutely love it. I have been in the nursery department for, it'll be 14 years in May. And I recently became one of the, so the head of the nursery department, she has like 3 leads to kind of cover the different services if anyone were to need help, anyone like call out or anything like that. So I recently became one of her helpers in that, and so I do cover every single Sunday morning I am there covering for that. But yeah, it's been so much fun. I was really nervous at first, but I actually really like it. And so I did meet my boyfriend at church. He is also involved like in the children's ministry, more with like the elementary age group. He's been attending that church basically since he was like a baby, but I have been attending that church since my mom is pregnant with my younger sister, so almost 21 years. And him and I met, we don't even know when we met, honestly. It's one of the groups that we were in, and we never really noticed each other, but like I forget how many years ago we became really good friends, then kind of became like best friends, and we started liking each other, started dating, and we have now been together for 2 years. And he's actually 2 years younger than me, but he acts so much older you wouldn't even be able to tell he's younger than me, which I absolutely love. So yeah, sorry, I'm like really focused on my bangs. So this year I do turn 30, and to celebrate my 30th birthday, my family and I are going to Hawaii, Kauai specifically. And originally I thought we were only going to stay there for 1 week, but they all recently made the decision that they wanted to stay there for 2 weeks. So yeah, we will be going for 2 weeks. My birthday is in July, but we're going to be going in August. Also, my older sister is pregnant, and my boyfriend and I are actually going to be the godparents, but because the baby's going to be so small, she's due in May, we wanted to give her just a little bit of time, and so we're going in at the very end of August instead of July. And so yeah, we're really excited, and I'm super excited to meet this little girl. So I did mention I do have a separate YouTube channel. I started it January of 2022, and this last week was my first like year anniversary with that channel, and I was really nervous to start it at first just because I was like, you know, people on the internet are really harsh, and I thought they were just gonna be really mean and like comments and stuff like that people leave. But I decided to do it anyway. I prayed a lot about it, you know, wondering if it was the right decision, if that was something I should like do. And I thought, well, you know, I prayed about it, I felt peace about it, and I was like, well, let me just go for it. And it kind of blew my mind how fast that channel grew. I still really can't believe it. I started it in January. In February, I had met all the criteria for monetization. So at the end of February, I was officially monetized, and then in March, I had gotten my first paycheck. I did not expect that at all. Like, I wasn't really even expecting to get paid off like YouTube. I just thought like, oh, you know, this would be really fun to do. Like, it's a cash stuffing channel. I already do cash stuffing on my own, and like, why not just start a YouTube channel? And so I did, and I definitely do not regret that decision one bit. And so yeah, so 1 year later, we are over 7,000 subscribers, and I actually just posted a giveaway, and I'm like really excited about it. But yeah, I just can't believe it. And so it's been, actually that is, sorry, I'm like tossing my phone around. That's actually the reason why I even started this vlog channel in the first place. Not only had I already gotten like requests to start one, but I had always like wanted to do some kind of like vlog or something like that. I just thought it would be so much fun. Not necessarily for any like specific reason. I just thought it would be fun to do. And like, I was already contemplating it, and then I got a lot of requests for it. So then I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go for it. But I did want to give myself just a little bit of time. I didn't want to start it like right back to back. So I waited to start for the new year, because I also have my hands in a million different projects at the moment. So on top of my current YouTube channel, I wanted to start this YouTube channel, and then I just opened my Etsy shop. I think it was sometime in December. And so yeah, I'm doing a lot on top of working a full-time job. The good thing about my full-time job though is I actually work for my parents. So my parents own a trucking company, and I am technically one of their dispatchers, but it is a family business, so we kind of wear many hats. I kind of do whatever is asked of me, basically. Wherever my phone is, that's where my work is, so I can work from practically anywhere. Now, working from anywhere can have its benefits, but also at the same time, I almost feel like work is always on your mind, and so it's kind of like, it's bittersweet, but you know what? I'm thankful for the opportunity and thankful that my parents started this for like, and that we have the ability to kind of be under that umbrella. You know, just more security and things like that. I did used to work 2 full-time jobs at the same time while starting that other channel. So I was actually working for a home builder at the time when my parents started this business. My older sister also worked for the same company. We've kind of always done the same things together, worked for the same places. So we worked for the same company, but we were in different buildings. And she was the first one that decided she was gonna go full-time with my parents because they needed the help. And they were still pretty like fresh at the time, so they didn't need too much help. They at least needed my sister. So she went full-time, and they ended up growing faster than they expected, so they needed me to go full-time. And I started part-time. That didn't last very long, so I ended up working 2 full-time jobs at the same time. My current one, which was for the home builder, and then the one for my parents. And so I was extremely busy, but I didn't want to quit because it was actually the same year that my sister got engaged. So while maintaining 2 full-time jobs and a YouTube income, I also, at the time, I had a lot of consumer debt, and I really wanted to pay that off, and I knew that I didn't want to use any credit cards to pay for what I needed to for my sister's wedding because I was the maid of honor. So I refused to quit one job because I knew that if I was going to quit one, it was going to be the home builder, and if I was going to help any business, it was going to be my family's. So I maintained 2 jobs for a little over a year. Now I work solely for my parents, as well as I have YouTube and Etsy on the side, and I have so much fun. Like with YouTube and Etsy, like it's so much fun for me. That's not something I want to stop doing anytime soon. I actually want to focus on growing it more. I want to focus on being more involved, and just like I just want to get more creative with the content that I produce, and I don't know, I want to focus more on like editing styles and things like that, and I have so much fun with it. That's not something I want to stop. That's kind of like, yes, it produces income for me, but that's kind of like, in a way, like my stress relief from my like current, you know, being so busy with my other job and things like that, because I work a lot. I work about 14 hours a day, every single day. It's literally Sunday through Sunday. I don't get days off, and sometimes it's slower, sometimes it's busier, but it's never like there's no days off. So YouTube and Etsy are kind of like my fun part, my fun job to like kind of let that out and know that I'm not always like focused on like work, you know. So yeah, that is that for my other channel. One thing I also really want to incorporate into this channel is like fitness related content. I am currently on a like weight loss journey. I have lost significant amounts of weight in the past and managed to gain significant amounts of weight. So I'm currently on track to losing the weight that I previously gained. During the shutdown, I lost 50 pounds. When everything opened back up, I gained 40 pounds. So I'm like dead set on losing 40 pounds this year. My goal really is to lose it by June, just because I am going to be the maid of honor in my friend's wedding, and I just want to feel my best in that dress. I know that I can do it. The last time that I did lose all that weight, it was in a matter of like 5 months, and I don't think I'm gonna, you know, I think I can do it in 6. That'll kind of, you know, and if I don't reach exactly 40 pounds by June, well, I want to know that I still tried my best in getting there. So, and however I look, I know that I'll be like content and satisfied because I know that I did my best to, and whatever result I ended up getting from there, well, you know, that's okay to accept. So I am very much focused on losing that, and I do want to make that part of this channel. I am very holistic based in my approach on a lot of things with my health. We go to a holistic doctor that we've been seeing for like 15 years, I want to say, and I absolutely love her. She has helped me with anything that I've struggled with, like my body, as far as like my back, my skin, my digestive system, everything, and like the things she gives me actually work, they actually help, and they actually fix the problem. As far as like my weight loss goes, I'm kind of the same with that. So I wouldn't be taking like any like fat burners or like weight loss pills or anything like that. That's just not for me. But I will take anything that's going to help me as far like naturally. That way I know also that if, you know, I were to stop taking it or whatever, the weight's not just gonna shoot back up. If it shoots back up, it's because of lack of discipline, but not because I put any kind of weird hormones or chemicals in my body. So yeah, that's just personally, that's what I prefer. That's how my entire family is, like literally my entire family. Even my boyfriend likes a bunch of like holistic things, and he's always doing his research. So yeah, that's basically it with that. I do have a lot of goals for this year. Obviously the biggest one being I want to lose 40 pounds. So that is number 1 on my list. That is my number 1 focus. But on top of weight loss, I do want to hit 20,000 subscribers on my other channel. We're currently at 7, and I do feel like it's a big goal, but I do feel like we can get to 20 by the end of next year. I've been surprised every single month at the growth, and so I figured let's shoot high. As far as financial goals go, I do want to get rid of any consumer debt that I have, and I really I have specific numbers, but I want to bulk up my savings in certain areas, and I want to make sure that I give more this year to like missions and to the church and things like that. I want to be able to, if I have it, I don't want to withhold it, knowing that it's available for me to give. So I do want to make that a goal without hesitation. Like if somebody needs something, here it is. Obviously, you know, you gotta be smart about it, but like if it makes sense is what I'm saying. So yeah, those are some financial goals. As far as like mentally, I don't want to be such an overthinker. I've really been working on that, and I feel like it really has been I've progressed a lot, but I do overthink a lot. So I really want to learn to brush things off easier. I want to learn when to shut up because I can be very outspoken. I can very much make it known exactly what I'm thinking. My face says it all. And so that's really something I want to work on, is just learning when to speak, learning when to think about it for a little bit, when to let it go, and the correct approach in speaking my mind, basically. I don't want to offend or be rude or disrespectful, so that's something that I really want to practice, is just self-control of my my words. So, and not just my words, but my tone. I've always had an issue with that. And so that's just something I really want to work on. And I am making an active an active effort to correct that in myself. I do want to be more active this year. Last year I struggled with a lot of issues with my back, and it really prohibited me from being as active as I'd normally been. I actually dealt with chronic back pain for about 14 years, and thank God my back no longer hurts. Like, that's something I've been totally healed of. But so now that, and I want to say like my back pain went away in November, like the end of October, beginning of November. And so now that I'm back to like feeling great again, I really want to make an effort to be more active. I always like to say that I'm a hike kind of person, and then I'm on a hike and I'm like hating life. But that also had a lot to do with the fact that my back hurt so much. So I'm thinking I can probably start hiking again, and maybe I'll like it. I want to be able to live more of a balanced life. I've always been very busy, and I want to learn that when it's time to be with family, it's time to be with family. When it's time to be with friends, it's time to be with friends. Like, I want to learn to be present in the moment and not constantly being somewhere and thinking I should be somewhere else or I should be doing something else. So I really, really want to focus on that, and putting my phone down is one of those things. So it's really hard for me, not gonna lie, just because, you know, everything that I do is like, everything that I'm part of as far as like Etsy, YouTube, work, everything is on my phone. And so I really want to make a conscious effort to put it down when it's necessary. I want to be more organized. So I always get planners, but I want to be able to stick to them. And spiritually too, I want to be able to make sure that I'm not just constantly thinking of everything that I have to get done. Like, I want to be more present and like sensitive to hearing to what like God wants for me or has for me. So I don't constantly want to wake up and like, I need to check my emails, I need to check my notifications. Like, I want to just pause and just like, you know, I want to let God speak to me before the world does, basically. So I really, really, really want to make a conscious effort for that, because that's always been something that's been very difficult for me. I've always thought like work, work, work. I have things to do, and I want to be able to slow down a little bit while still being able to get things done. And I feel like if I make God a priority, then he's going to make the time in my schedule somehow. He'll add an hour to me that I didn't have before, you know? So I do very much want to focus on that. I want to make it a focus to declutter a lot of just different areas. I want to be able to declutter the photos that I have on my phone. I want to go through like Instagram and see like all these random accounts that I'm like, why am I following them? Not necessarily friends, but just like literally random people that I'm like, why, you know, just extra space. I want to have not like totally minimal, but I do want to minimize what I have, because I feel like when you have a clean space, it just your mind just feels like it's actually able to breathe. So I want to be able to have like, to minimize what I have in my closet, minimize what I have in my social media, minimize what I have in my phone storage, like random apps, photos, messages, notes, things like that. So I do want to take the time at least once a week, go through my phone and see what I can clear. Alright everyone, thank you guys so much if you stuck around all the way to the end. I know today was a little bit more of a chatty video, but I will be posting vlogs in the future. My upload schedule again is going to be Sundays at 9 a.m. So if you guys have any ideas of what you want to see, just go ahead and leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week. Bye.